Good morning, casuals.
Morning.
Welcome back. Very last episode of 2024.
Fuck, it's been a quick year.
I nearly forgot the year then.
Yeah, fucking
2024.
2023, went that quick, yeah. Another year down.
Yeah.
Another one to the tally.
So we're just going to recap our years. Been fucking...
It's been a hectic year, man, for me.
Been very busy year.
How's your been? Yeah, mine's been the most busiest year I've ever had, sure.
What do you want to start? Oh,
I don't know where we start, man.
yeah.
You kick off. How's your year, bro?
I don't
How's your
know.
year
I
go?
reckon we start with the potty.
Yeah, go on then.
This was a big thing that
This
we
is something
done
new.
this year.
Yep. Kicked it off. When did we kick it off?
April was our
April.
first thing, like not long after I got back from Thailand.
Yeah, okay.
But
yep.
when did I ask? Do you remember when I asked you?
Oh, you know
can't
what? It's a
remember.
funny story, and I can't remember if, you know, the funniest thing. I don't even know if I've told you this, but I was telling someone the other day when you asked me, you know, the movie Yes Man. Have I told you this story? I don't know. The movie Yes Man. Me and the missus watched that movie Yes Man, and I was like real pumped up from it. Like, fuck, I need to start saying fucking yes to more shit in life. You know, let's fucking give it a go. And then like in the next couple of days, or the next day or something, you asked me, "Oh, you can do a podcast?"
True.
And I was just like, "Yeah."
Wonder if you didn't watch that, if you would have said.
Yeah, I probably would have been like, "Nah, fuck that."
Nah, because I remember.
Because I find it cringe. Like getting into the podcast thing, I did find it cringe at first. I still do. You know what I mean? Especially with the fucking camera, that poxy little thing. But you know what I mean? Yeah.
Because I remember having this idea for quite a while, like a few years. I've fucking thought about it and just didn't know how to go about it. And I knew I needed someone.
Yeah. Yep.
And I remember asking you, I think it was a while, or I didn't ask you, but like floated ideas and you didn't seem keen. And then I must have got you on that good day after watching.
Yeah, you got me at the right time, old Jim
watching
Carrey.
old Jim Carrey, G-Job. But yeah, this has obviously been a big thing that we've done
Something
this
different,
year.
Something different in life.
Started with literally no idea what we were doing.
Yeah, 100%. And it's to the listeners. It's like, I mean, I don't mean to sound lazy, but it's 95% Hooper. Yeah, it is. He does pretty much majority of the work.
Well, I just set this up in our little in my spare.
Yeah,
What do you call
but
this
it's like
area?
it's like
Spare
worth a
area.
crack. Nothing to lose. Like that's the way. And the big thing that I look at this podcast is I like it as like a time capsule. Like we can like listen back to this when we're older. You know, that's one that I
Yeah,
love.
you've
about
mentioned
it.
that before,
Yeah.
and I didn't think about it that way, which is cool because we've spoken about it anyway. Like so many stories we forget.
You do forget them, 100%.
So it's like, and imagine my memory's cooked now.
In 20, 30 years, be like, oh, that's right, yeah.
Whereas if you can listen back or
I like to think of it like, imagine if we could have heard conversations from our, like not just our grandparents, but like our great grandparents. Or imagine if we could hear conversations from our, you know, like your ancestors, you know, your Welsh ancestors or something, you know, like way 100, 200 years ago.
imagine them having a podcast back then. Talking in that old English.
Yeah, that's what I
sort of
mean.
thing.
Imagine listening to the language.
Yeah.
Like imagine how much shit's changed from 100 years, 200 years. They'll be thinking, fuck, these cunts talk weird.
Yeah. But that is
They swear too much.
That is definitely. That's something we're going to work on next year, folks.
We'll get on that for sure.
We still want to be ourselves and stuff.
Well, we need to get onto it for real life anyway.
Yeah,
now we got kids and that, you know. Like,
But it's one thing we've picked up. We swear a lot.
swear way
Probably
too much,
unnecessarily.
yeah, you too. You especially. Nah, give it. Put the
Me,
blame
I
on
am
you.
fucking bad.
Nah, me too, but
But yeah, so I just ended up, when you sort of said, yeah, I'm keen, I just committed, just bought this gear, had no idea how to use any of it, just plugged it in, started mucking around,
winging it.
then got a little editing up, figured that shit out, eventually got a camera, fucked up heap of times with that on the, you know,
that's part
half
of the process.
episodes or no episodes at all, like mucking up, but
Yeah,
we're just learning and growing.
we got there. Thanks for anyone who's actually still listening. all three of you.
Yeah. No, we got a few plans in the new year to upgrade a few things and just, like we say, getting better and better as we learn. But this has been a big jump for both of us
Yeah, yep.
this year.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Steady growing though.
It's been like I sort of just saying earlier. It's been probably one of my worst years and one of my best years of my life. We've just had a lot of shit go wrong this year. You know, a lot of stuff, but then a lot of good stuff. Like obviously, the birth of my son makes up for it all.
Let's run through the worst things that happened then.
Oh, me and the missus just had a real bad run there where shit was just going wrong. Like, so we pretty much, well, it was just, to begin with, it was just a full-on year. Like, we bought a new house when my missus was 8 months pregnant, which was like full on. And then we had to move house, moved in the rain pretty much with one of my mates. Helped me out heaps shit, a naughty fucking legend. And then we had to sell our other house, and the settlement date and the birth date were on the same day for the young fella. Then we had the birth, which was obviously full on. It ended up being like pretty it went from being real calm and collective, just us and the midwife, to like full on, like the umbilical cord was around his neck and all this. I won't delve into it too much, but it was a hectic birth. And then after that, like my phone died the day of his birth. We just had a little bit of a bad run. It was insane. And then the flat tire, which I was going to say,
didn't you get the flat tire?
Got a flat tire driving back, and then we got home within a couple of days. We noticed these little bugs in our house. They were little weevils.
Oh, I had heaps of them too.
Yeah, bro, we had a full
Start
infestation.
of the year.
Yeah, we had a full. Like they were we just felt them falling on us, and this is like maybe second or third day of bringing the little boy back from. So we had all these weevils. Then we had like car issues between the both of us. We both had. Then my fucking lawnmower died. Motorbike issues. Had to rebuild my motorbike. Like we just had. Then the end of the year, how much did I get sick?
Yeah,
I've never been sick in
I've
years.
never seen somebody. one single person get sick more than you
in
the
like
last 3 months.
In 3 months, I got cooked three or four times, and one of them was that hand, foot, and mouth we got off the boy, and it was like fucking state. We got that as adults. We caught it off him. He caught it from somewhere, and that knocked me up. That was like full.
Yeah, wonder where he got it from, because he's not going like daycare. I hear mostly get it from daycare.
Mrs. reckons maybe that the playground at Castletown. You know what I mean? Like we took him in there, and he was like playing with one of them balls at the ball pit or something. Might have licked it or whatever. Tried to put it in his mouth, but yeah, it knocked us up, man. Like I spent like 16 hours in bed, just cold, fevers, achy, whatnot, and then. But you know what? That's crazy. All the shit that went wrong, like we had a lot of stuff that went wrong. It's still probably the best year of my life.
Yeah.
It just goes to show, like becoming a parent it's hard.
It overrules everything.
But overrules everything, man. It's just amazing. You know, like, honestly, like I wouldn't change it for the world. It still feels like the best year I've ever had, even though all that you put all the shit on paper. Like I was reflecting, I'm like, fuck. We've been through some shit.
Yeah, no, I think the same. You'd probably ask anyone. You could have a list of 100 things, but that one good thing
makes up for it all.
And it's the way you look at it too, I suppose. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's
but
right.
nothing will ever beat that.
Yeah, 100%.
So
yeah, no, it was fucking. But then, obviously a new job was a bit full on.
Yeah,
that's probably been one of the hardest parts. Working away from a family
change.
Once you have a fresh family and different job and different people. Yeah.
Does it feel like, going to a new school or something, trying to make new friends?
It does a bit, yeah. It's kind of like that, and it's just that I've done mining in the past, and this mine I'm working at now is just it's got a bad culture, real shit. Like it's just don't rate it. So yeah, what about you, man? How'd your year?
It was good. I probably up and down. I suppose everyone's year is probably up and down. Like I had a few close passings, like an uncle that I was pretty close with. Passed away, and that was when I was overseas too. So I felt pretty shit about that because it's like I wasn't there for. I got back for the funeral, but yeah, just things like that, which I suppose it's natural. It's the only fucking guarantee in life.
100%. And we're at the age now where it's becoming a little bit more common.
But it is always still hard to deal with.
Yeah, 100%.
But overall, I feel I had a pretty good year. I got to get away for a few trips. Like probably
Thailand and Fiji.
Leading into the year training, like I pretty much started training halfway through December last year.
Yep.
And then sort of led into the new year training and feeling
fresh,
feeling half all right.
Yep.
Getting ready for that trip to Thailand, which I obviously spoke about, but that was a great experience, and being in that mindset again, like sort of to compete, like the mindset of competition again, and just being, I suppose, motivated to
reigniting that drive.
Yeah, get up and do something.
Yep.
That was one of the big positives to start the year. I got a bit lazy after that trip.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've stayed in better shape than previous years, even though I'm not training a lot.
Yep.
I was still able to do a bit more than usual. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that. And then, got another trip to Fiji, like end of the year to Fiji. Took the family over there, which was sick.
That's awesome, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have thought I would have got 2 overseas holidays in this year.
How good,
so,
man.
That was pretty amazing.
I haven't been overseas in ages, man. And all that, yeah.
But starting this podcast was a big thing that I sort of wanted to do.
You're keen,
when we finally did it, like it took a lot but I feel like it was good for me as well, because I've learnt so many new skills, and just constantly trying new things and learning.
And
it's been like a new skill
too, challenging
new
yourself
skill
too,
for me. even like this fucking stupid, but like the second half of the year I played heaps more golf.
Yeah, nice.
Which I wanted to do, but just didn't get the chance to the last, 18 months or so. But the second half of the year, I feel like I played a lot more golf.
We got to have your extracurricular activities, eh? Yeah, I didn't really. I took my bike out recently, like maybe a month ago, riding with my mate over around Bowhunters, and I was just having so much fun. I was like, "Fuck, I need to be doing this."
It's just so good to fucking have that escape.
You need to have something,
away from normal life, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like something that you're doing, and you're not thinking about work. You're not thinking about.
You're just in the present moment,
else.
And that's why I love riding, because you got to. You cannot think about anything else. You got to look at the ruts in front of you. Try not go over the hangers.
Just start thinking about something else. Crash
into a tree. Yeah, proper. Well, we got swooped. My mate got swooped by a magpie. It was hilarious. I could see in my shadow, I was getting swooped, and then went through another little area, and then I could see him getting swooped. It's just hilarious watching cunts get swooped.
It'd be all right with a helmet on, though.
Oh, I didn't give a fuck, but and then when he was trying to get close to me, I just roosted the cunt. I just boosted out there. You know what I mean? You'll never catch me. You'll never get this.
You'll never get this.
But watching, I just reminded me of, like, I remember back in the day when I lived in Charters, I watched my pet dog get swooped by a magpie. And it's just hilarious. Something about watching humans or animals get swooped is just fucking comical.
Like, you feel bad for them, but it's fucking funny. Just watching someone get swooped by a magpie has to be one of the funniest.
Oh, it is. Remember doing the hat thing back in the day?
Yeah.
I did that to Amboys. I did that to him, and he hit the deck. We were walking from like Coolborough, like to EQ or something.
Yeah.
And I did the old Billabong hat, did that behind, because he looked up a bird and he's like, look at that motherfucker.
Boy, there is heaps of magpies
like,
there. But
hey, that cunt better not swoop me. He said something like that, and he kept on walking. I took off my hat, did the little shake, and he hit the deck, but like he was doing a burpee.
I remember my brother like going, like he'd left the house saying, "Oh, I'm going wherever to his mates or something." 5 minutes later, I was pretty young. I don't even know how old he would have been, 14, 15. And he comes home 5 minutes later just bleeding out of his like eyebrow hair, like out of the side of his head. And he got down the road and magpie didn't just swoop him, but actually collected him.
Oh man, you've seen the video on Facebook where it goes into that person's eye? Yeah, that's what that is brutal, bro.
Well, it'd take your eye out.
It would. It'd blind you, man.
I suppose he's lucky it just hit the side of his head.
And you know what? Magpies are probably one of my favorite birds.
Really?
I'd put top 3 favorite birds.
How?
The sounds they make, they're beautiful. They're insanely smart as fuck, and they're just fierce, bud. You fucking run after their babies, they're coming for you. They're coming for your eyeball.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool.
And they're good, territorial. They're cool looking bird, and mainly I just love their calls. They can do some awesome whistles.
Have you ever hand fed a magpie?
Yeah, I do it all the time. We got some that come home.
Ones that are used to people, or when they're not protecting their area, I suppose. Like they're fucking cool to see up close.
They reckon the crows and magpies remember people's faces. Have you ever seen the vending machine, the TED talk on old mate who made the vending machine for a crow? No. This is how smart crows are. He made this thing where I think he started off with just putting nuts out. I can't remember, it was overseas somewhere. And then the crows would come in and get nuts. And these nuts. And then he made it so that they had to press this little button.
Oh yeah.
And then the nut would come out, would just float out of this little machine. And then he put some coins in a slot there. And then they figured out, you put the coin in a slot, and then the nut comes out, and then you just remove the coins. And then the birds are finding coins from elsewhere.
Fuck.
And bringing them over. Just fucking, that's how smart they were. So he made like a little...
crows. Them cunts fucking steal your golf balls.
Top, yeah, do they?
Yeah.
Wait, top 5 favourite birds in order.
Favourite birds, probably cockatoo.
Yeah, black cocky or white cocky?
Cockatoo.
Yeah, that's my missus too.
My totem.
They're amazing. My missus loves them, bro. Yeah.
Well, I got that tattoo on the
back. Yeah, you do. Yeah, true.
Black cockatoo.
That's a cool totem, bud.
And then...
I thought you'd be like a little kitten or something. No, witchetty grub.
Fuck, I don't know. Galah.
You are a galah.
Because that's me. No, I don't know. Probably black cockatoo. What's the other fucking... I don't know, rainbow lorikeet maybe, just because they're good to look at.
Is cool,
does peacock class as well? Or are we talking like little tree birds?
Go any bird you want.
Peacock, like a male peacock.
Yeah, yep.
You see them
they're
flare
pretty epic.
Up, eh?
Yeah, they're fucking amazing.
Fucks me, I don't know. Ibis, stormbird. You know them stormbirds? Them ugly, noisy.
Don't get me fired up on them. I remember being at my last house in Punari. I remember being fucking up at 3 a.m. trying to hose a cunt out of the tree because they don't. Those stormbirds or common coals, they're known as.
Oh yeah.
They don't fucking, and they migrate down from PNG around September. and then they migrate back. I think it's like May or something. It's like just after winter and just before winter. I know this because we had one that would come into our house around that time, and they are noisy as fuck, and they call at about 2:30, 3 a.m.
Yeah,
they don't do it like when the sun comes up. You know how most birds just carry on and do their morning calls. They do it like fuck. I was waking up in the middle. I remember fucking raging at this cunt going out in the yard, getting the hose out, trying to hose the cunt out of the tree.
Get a Shanghai.
Yeah. No, I'm going.
Because I actually haven't ever thought of that. Like I don't really even know that many birds.
Oh, I'm a little nature freak. You know what I mean?
Give us yours.
I'm going number one, probably a magpie or kookaburra between those.
Oh, kookaburra, I haven't. Yeah.
Then black cocky. They're fucking just the coolest bird ever. Black
They're
cocky. They're
big too, eh?
You love black cock?
Yeah.
No, they're big and staunch. And then what else have we got? I dig the brolgas.
Yeah.
Big brolgas are beautiful. I'll throw rainbow lorikeet in there because they're just a bunch of rowdy cunts on the piss. Yeah, they get drunk.
Noisy as fuck.
They are noisy, bro. Fuck, they're noisy. And then what else we got? I bet you I'm going to get home. I'm going to forget so many fucking birds. How about we go emu, eh?
Emu, that's a cool bird.
That's a pretty cool
What about
fucking
ostrich?
bird. Nah, not even. Nah, fuck the American shit.
No, what's it called? No, cassowary's better than emu, eh?
can't.
Cassowary's way better.
Yeah, cassowary, but
they're
through
better
that.
looking.
Eddie, they're fucking feed, eh, at Eddie Bay.
Yeah.
Staunch, but.
See, we need to stop doing lists when we haven't thought about it.
Yeah, we do this all the time. We talk about this, like we just rant something off the top of our head randomly, and then you fucking think later, I forgot about this one, but.
Fucking, I think every list we've ever done that we just randomly come up with, we've both forgotten shit.
And we change shit. Yeah. While we're on it, I was talking about the best talker in the previous podcast being John Enoch. He's definitely the best talker when it comes to sports commentating, but best talker of all time, Russell Brand.
Yeah, he's got a cool accent.
His accent, and that cunt can ramble. From his history getting on the drugs or whatever, he is just so smart.
And his words,
intellectually,
he uses real big words.
He's super. Yeah, I read one of his books, and you can tell he's ex-crackhead or whatever, ex-druggie, because he'll be telling a story in his book, and then he goes off on a tangent and starts telling another story. Then he comes back to the original story. Then he goes off. That's just how his book is.
Like comedians and shit. I remember seeing Jim Jeffries here live, and he was like that. And I could tell that because he'd just had a special come out, so I'm pretty sure all his stuff was new.
Yeah, yep.
Like trying new stuff. And you could see he was just trying things and making half it up then and there, I reckon.
Yeah, yep.
But he would go off on tangents for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then come back to the original. And I'm thinking, fuck, that's smart.
That is pretty, you can remember where it comes from, yeah.
He was really good at that.
Yep.
And yeah, like Russell Brand is good at that. But people who can do that is fucking...
Yeah, it is.
That's clever.
That's what I always used to think about the most intelligent thing with the Dr. Carl when I used to listen to Triple J years ago.
Yeah.
Is he could... what's so smart about him, he had all this information, but one of the smartest things was he could reference where he got the information from. So he like... We're all full of fucking useless information in our head, but if you can remember where that come from, that's what's fucking true smart. But going back to touching on this year, one thing I really want to, that one thing that I was really thankful for is like one of the best things is we sold a house, moved to a new house, and the new street that I'm living on, man, is just like the best neighborhood ever.
Yeah.
Like everyone's friendly. We just had a street party, like Christmas street party the other day. All kids, they got like a little jumping castle going.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
Everyone bought each other like Christmas presents and that, like
Secret Santa or?
Well, no, they just got some random stuff. Yeah, it was just everyone brought food along, like neighborhood, having a good street.
What? How many people? Like is there anyone that don't get involved or any like one?
There is
moody
actually.
cunt or something?
Well, there is one just young couple that didn't come along. Yeah, which is fair enough. I think they're just
egg
young
them.
couple.
Everyone eggs their house.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Since it's a little cul-de-sac, everyone just had chairs out on the street.
Oh,
There's kids
cool.
playing. Like it was awesome, bro. We come from like have you ever had any real bad neighbors?
No.
Any mad disputes?
No. Not really.
Well, the house we come from before that, I heard my dogs going off at the front, which they would. They'd always go off at people walking past, you know, and which I'd let them. That's why you have dogs.
Yeah, that's the whole reason you fucking have them, especially here.
It was a busy street and a bit of a dodgy street too. And I just heard them going off, and I'm like, look out, and then I see a rock fly past them. It's like, what the fuck? Then I see my neighbor slam, like I heard his screen door shut. I was like, what the fuck? So I opened the door and I was like, something's going on here. And I was a bit pissed off, so I slammed my door. It's probably about 6 o'clock at night. Then my old neighbor, this old pisshead alcoholic fella, opened the door and come out and he's like, what's going on? I was like, you fucking throwing rocks at my dog, cunt? And he's like, nah, Shanghai.
At least he owned up to it.
Yeah, he did. Owned up to it straight away. Then we ended up in a big fucking arguing match, bud. And I was like, fuck it. He's a real lonely old fella. And I sort of just started trolling him. You know how you get in arguments and you're like, oh, I'm going to troll him. I'm like, mate, you need some company, mate. and it just set him off.
When you're passive aggressive to people, that's probably worse than jumping the fence and
I know, yeah,
whacking him.
That's pretty much what that psyched him up. He's like, "What? When my hand's better, we can go one on one." And I was like, "Mate, you're old. I'm not."
What is he, like 60 or something?
He's in his 60s. Yeah, yeah. He's
Imagine he just
weird
pumped you around.
Weird old cunt. He could be the little tough cunt. Give me a little 1-2 next minute. Next minute, he got me an armbar.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just carrying, and I just thought, he's a grub of a bloke. But I ended up just sort of trolling him. I was like, "Mate, we're not fighting. We're adults." And I was just trolling him, and then I could see him getting burnt up. Like I could see it was really working. And then he's like, you could see him. And this is when I had long hair. And then he's like, "You need to get a fucking haircut."
Like little kindergarten comeback.
Yeah, fucking burnt him up. But yeah, so that ended up being like an issue. Like we were fucking the street was on a busy street full of workshops and that, and then we were just like,
area, right?
yeah, we were just like, man. And the worst part was,
so you let so hard that he made you move.
He made us move. I winked it. I bought another house, which is the fucking best thing ever. But we were we were like, what is this cunt going to do with our dogs when we're working? We're not there.
Yeah, true.
And I was out whippersnippering, and the neighbour was from the other side of his house, was like out there, and I was like, "Hey mate," and just had a quick yarn. I've never really spoken to the neighbour on the other side, and I was like, "Oh, I just said to him, just looking at if you give a heads up, we're just worried about this fella's going to do something to our dog." Was caught him shooting shanghais, shooting rocks at our dogs. Yeah. He's like, he's a fucking grub piece of shit. He baited our dog.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Killed him?
Yep. He's like, we had a dog that died 100% for him, and then he's just telling me the stories of all this. They hated him. They absolutely can't stand him. And we're like, yeah, well, that's even more, because we wanted to move anyway. Like, it's even more reason. So we went out on a limb, 8 months pregnant, bought a new house, did all the hectic shit of moving, found the new house, and then we fell into like the loveliest neighborhood
ever.
Best
neighbors ever, yeah.
So all the shit can go wrong, but then sometimes, it's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes stuff like that is a blessing in disguise.
Grass is greener on the other side.
But sometimes you need stuff like that to push you to you know what I mean? Not play it safe and just, Because we had a house that we renovated, we liked everything. It was in a bit of a shit street and that, but it's just going back to neighbours, eh? Neighbours is what makes it.
We've always had like pretty good neighbours, especially here. Like when I moved here, I don't have a lot to do with them, to be honest. But like wave to them all, say g'day, and they're all like old. Most of them are old retirees.
That's like, awesome, eh? They're the best neighbours. Yeah,
they just look after the street and mow their lawn every 2 days, and they got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
They probably look at us sometimes. I reckon like we're always coming and going.
Like these busy bastards.
We don't have a lot of people come over, but we have people over every now and then. And sometimes when we've had them couple drink ups outside here, and they're probably thinking, "Fuck."
Yeah, like they're probably like, we did it when we were younger. Yeah. I lived in a bachelor pad when I was younger, and it was rowdy all the time. But the neighbours across the road, they were the coolest people ever. Yeah. He was friendly as. We never had any issues. Then had a couple next, like we used to be loud as. We were the dickheads, and no one ever really complained or nothing. I remember my mate, he worked at like a kindy, and he had to do a project. For the next day. Like he was making a compost bin for the kids, just to show him how to do it. It's pretty cool. He's an awesome dude. But he had a grinder going at like 9:30 at night, and they had a newborn baby next door. And me and another mate like, bro, you can't do that now. You had all afternoon to do that. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, once the sun goes down, you shouldn't be fucking using power tools. Music's all right, I reckon, until maybe 8 or 9.
True.
But fucking power tools.
You see some bad stories in the old current affairs, neighbours fucking going off at each other, fighting and shit.
Like, imagine living in one of them areas where it's like just every cunt's on top of each other.
Yeah.
Or like a housing commission place or something.
I'll ever tell you the story. I don't know if I've spoken about it on here about our neighbours down the back when we lived at our older house got fucking punched, by some of the kids who stolen the car.
Oh, true.
It was a bit of a random day. It was my last night shift. So I was sleeping during the day. It was like midday. And I was sleeping. I woke up to my dog going off, but like intent. Like I was like, man,
tell the different parts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I sprung out of bed. It's probably about 11:30 in the morning. Put some jocks on and then looked out and went out the front. And then it looked like there was a heap of tradies because there was workshops across the road where I was living. It looked like there was a heap of tradies on the road. So I sort of went downstairs, all discombobulated. And then I was like to old mate, did something happen here? He's like, yeah, I think some kids ran through your house. They've stolen the car and rolled to the car the next street over. Yeah. And they're like, can we come through? Well, they were trying to follow them and chase them. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, let me put my dog away. So I put my dog away. And then we jumped the back fence and we ran through. No, as we were talking, as they were saying that, we could hear like screaming. We're like, what the fuck? So I quickly put the dog away. We jumped the back fence. And then Devin, the older fellow, he's a legend. He's like probably in his 90s. He's like, they went that way. And then so we just ran through out into Bayswater Road. We're running. I think I think I grabbed a little steel post or something. But anyways, we're running along. I'm in my jocks. It's midday.
Big skinny ranger running down the main street
with these other tradies. It's fucking random, bro. And then it gets fucked. This Land Cruiser pulls over. All the tradies must have went looking for him, like straight away. Like these motherfuckers. So this Land Cruiser pulled over and was like, I think they went that way. And then a Falcon pulled come from the other way, and he said, "Get in." So then I jump in the back of the
vigilante.
Yeah, I jump in the fucking Falcon. I'm still peeling the crust out of my eyes. And then I'm like, what am I doing, cunt? Yeah, we're driving along with these fucking bogan cunts. I got a little bit of pipe. And I'm
like you weren't even part of it?
I'm not even part. I just woke up, bud. What the fuck? So then it's random. He pulls up. He's like, I think they're around this way. We'll pull up here and some of yous run this way. And I was just pumped up because I knew that they punched Pam. When Devin was like, they went that way, I seen Pam and seen that she had a busted face.
The old girl.
The older lady, yeah. So I was a bit like pumped up on adrenaline because they were lovely like neighbours. And then so they're like, you go this way. So I jumped out and I thought the other cunts were going to be running with me this way. I'm just running along in my jocks with this little bit of pipe. And then no one was running with me. Anyways, the Falcon comes back around. He's like, nah, they're not that way. Jumped in the car. He went and dropped us back. And I was just like, what's going on? And then I went and seen Pam, and they ran through our yard, jumped the fence, and then ran up into her house. She was just watching Days of Our Lives or whatever, kicking back. And they were like, give me your keys. And she just started screaming. And then they couldn't get anything in time. So they grabbed a purse, an old purse that had nothing in it, ran down the stairs. This is the audacity of it. Then she said, yeah, get out of here. One of them turned around, ran back up the stairs, punched her in the face, and then ran off. Had the audacity to run back.
You know
up.
what you should have like a fake purse with nothing in it, but just filled with shit. Remember in Mighty Ducks?
Fill it up with fart bombs.
Mighty Ducks, how they used to do it.
Yeah.
In the first one.
Yeah, true.
They put it on the side of the road with like money sticking out, and it's just full of fucking dog shit.
Yeah. We did the money on the fishing line back in the day when we were younger in charters.
I remember super gluing some to the ground. You super glue like $2 to the ground or something.
We did that at the tuck shop, and one time we did it at Red Rooter. There's a little step. Super glued $2 there, and we were parked up like in our little P-platers, just watching cunts come along. It was on a Sunday night too, so it was busy, and there was a little like a domino effect. Like the person would try to pick it up, walking into the store, and then there'd be a store full of people watching them, laughing. So they'd go make their order, and then they'd just sit there and watch people try to come and grab it. And then fucking coppers came along. They pulled up and we're like, oh, coppers. Then they tried getting it. And we're like, yeah, got the coppers. Then one fella come along, and it turns out I know him. He's a family friend. He was like my mum's good friend's older son. He's probably 10 years older than me. He's a legend. He tried doing it, seen the whole store laughing, went back to his car, grabbed a hammer and a chisel, came out, chipped it off.
That's too keen for it. Get a chisel.
I think he was just like kind of like, fuck you, cunts.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah.
What if we jump back
rambling.
jump back into the potty bloody review here.
Yeah. Fuck, we ramble.
We've just done a Russell Brand. Come back to the story.
Come back around
20 minutes later.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we started in April. We ended up getting 33 episodes out.
Yep.
I don't think it was quite once a week, but
oh yeah,
we would
try to stay a bit.
We were pretty close.
Like
we're trying to be consistent. We were pretty close with that. But I got I'll roll into my today I learned.
Oh yeah, deadly, nice.
Because I got some little stats here.
Little stat master.
Little stat man. But
what do we got?
So I think this is from a couple of years ago actually, but it says that 90% of podcasts don't go past episode 3.
Oh, really? Is that actual stats?
Yeah.
There you
so
go.
that's 1.8 million that quit, I reckon.
Fucking hell.
These numbers are probably off now, and I feel like there's probably heaps more who started podcasts. But anyway, we're going to roll with this. 90% of podcasts don't get past episode 3. Of the 90% left, what the fuck's this say? Oh no.
Make the font bigger, cunt.
Of the ones,
Get a binos out.
Get a fucking, what do you call them? Monocles.
Yeah, monocle. Old Monopoly man.
No, then it says, of the ones left, 90% will quit after 20 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And then
So what?
We're past 20 episodes, so we're in the top 1% of the world. Apparently.
Oh fuck! Top one way to G it up.
So we can call ourselves a top 1%
top
podcast.
1% potties. Only got 3 cunts that listen to it, but top 1%, bro.
Going off them numbers and them figures anyway.
Fuck, that's all right. That's a good way to make me think it's all.
But
worth
I feel like
it
is like there probably is a lot that start. And
yeah. Well, like anything, a lot of people start sort of hobbies and shit, and then just bail out, whatever.
You get busy, because it does take a fair bit of time to edit. And
it's I suppose
for me, the biggest thing has been like trying to learn the socials.
I hate
build
that shit
because I'm not into that. I've been trying.
I'm not into that, and one of my New Year's resolutions, like if we probably skip ahead, we're going to talk about that in this episode. One of my New Year's resolutions is to get off socials, have a spell, because I used to do it all the time, man. Like when I did my backpacking when I was younger, I used to always like overseas deactivate my Facebook, and back then you couldn't. Your Facebook and your Messenger were linked. There was no separate.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so back when I used to do it regularly,
Like, you get off Facebook, you can't message.
Yeah, you couldn't message anyone. So I was getting emailing my mates, shit like that. Like it was you were fully disconnected. And I liked doing it when I was overseas because I think multiple reasons. I think I sort of caught myself getting caught up in that little travel, post a photo, and I think
see who reacts to it and stuff.
And I think it kind of it also helps you. It also helps you soak in the atmosphere of the culture from being overseas, and then it also makes it feel like you're disconnected from the world. You're going on an adventure. That's why. So I used to do it all the time. I used to do it regularly.
Traveling, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You can fucking be away from home 100%. And disconnect.
Yep, exactly. So I used to do that as part of that, and I haven't really gotten off socials. I haven't done it in probably like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Where I used to do it like for half the year, 6 months, probably longer. I went a couple of years without Facebook. So that's one of my big things, but which is not that I do much on our socials anyway. It's all you, but that just puts more weight on you again, even though it is all you.
I do 99.5% of the stuff on socials.
Sorry, Hoops.
It's going to be 100% me now.
Yeah, but I don't know. That socials things are like,
it's hard.
It is. I'm not a fan of it.
One thing I have learned with the business page.
Business page.
But I turned it into a business page just because now I can schedule reels. So I'll just once I edit this shit up and make a few reels, I can just schedule them for a week or two. And
that's a go,
I feel like I haven't been on it as much. And
that helps out a bit,
But it's fucking hard. Trying to learn all that shit has been difficult.
Yeah, yep. Oh, well, a lot of people do it. We're doing it ourselves too, I guess. People probably have little tech gurus out there and that. I don't know. Fucks me.
I got no help and haven't even looked up, I know there's a method to when you post and
all that sort of shit.
Certain hashtags and stuff. I just post shit, whatever.
I just
put whatever out there and see if it can help us a bit. But but you're doing well, bro. That's been a big thing as well. Trying to learn that and I suppose grow the potty through the socials or grow the socials through the potty.
What are your rather than like off the topic of the potty, what's your New Year's resolutions? Like, what are you feeling for your personal life? What are you keen?
I
got much planned?
I actually want to get into a bit of gym.
Oh, nice.
That's a pretty cliche.
Chuck on, lad.
Yeah, that's a pretty cliche fucking
resolution. What, put a bit of size on? Get on the D-ball?
Probably just get on the gear.
Get on the DRT, lad.
Because I've never been into weights or anything like that. Maybe just a couple times a week, pump a bit of iron,
Fuck, you get the pump on. No, good on you. That's good.
Just for something like getting older.
Yeah.
I just probably need to do a bit more.
Yeah, it's always training. It's always like the health things. Is usually the big ones for the New Year's. Like the eating better. My one's going to be off, like I said, the socials and not using my phone as much. Like I'm I'm just noticing it. My boy's getting so observant right now. He can see me when I'm on my phone. And he'll be chilling. I'll be on days off. I'm away for half the time anyway, so I don't get to see him half of my time. And then I'll be back and I'll be on my phone messaging or something, and I look down and he's there looking at me.
Well, there's times
I was like, man, I could be just him giving him attention.
I'm doing the same, and then O'Hara's like, "Daddy, put your phone away."
Oh,
she's at the stage now where she actually says it.
Yeah. So that's a big one there. I just want to spend more and soak up time while I'm here with my boy. Yeah,
it's not real.
And my missus.
It's not that good of a feeling when she's like, put your phone 100%, away.
Exactly.
Play with me.
Yeah. Yep.
So
be a bit more present.
Yeah, do that. But maybe get into a bit of a gym. Definitely another holiday.
Yeah,
I don't know
true.
where.
I'm thinking about Gene up holiday next year too.
I reckon a holiday somewhere would be mad.
Yep.
And talking, like, we spoke about it with Keithy, I think, when he was on, and I've been talking about it with Mitchie and a few others. Like, maybe not now because it's too fucking hot, but when it cools down a bit, or maybe them couple months in the middle of the year, being a bit more outdoorsy.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like
That's the life.
for quite a while, I haven't been camping, haven't been fishing, anything like that. And just now that daughter's old enough to sort of, she'd be old enough to go spend a night or two camping or do stuff, go to the creek swimming and take her fishing, stuff like that.
This year was probably my least outdoorsy year I've ever had.
Yeah.
In the last, like, maybe ever, like last 10, 15 years. This year I didn't do a camping trip, which is like I'll usually go camping like fucking
hiking and stuff.
like the years before I did camping probably every second weekend and shit like that, you know? Like, no, did bugger all hiking, didn't even go out in the boat, didn't wet a line this year, which
neither.
Which I was like, well, it doesn't matter because I was still had a good year and I was focused on, you know, other things. You know, because obviously with new job and the boy and I painted the new house and shit like that, keep him busy, but that's nature is the best.
Yeah.
It is. That's my thing.
I sort of missed doing that.
My number one hobby.
Talking to some of them boys like over the last few months has gotten me keen to do that.
Yeah, they love their fishing.
More.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So maybe just being more outdoorsy.
Yeah, yep.
And in regards to the potty, fucking just keep learning shit.
Keep leveling up. Try to get some more guests. Try to get some
more guests.
Cool guests for coming on.
Make shit probably visually a bit better. I think what would be cool, and we got a couple, I suppose, maybe early in the year and that. But what would be cool is if me and you do more shit together.
Yeah.
Like go to events. And
like the rodeo and that.
Yeah. The rodeo was mad. We're going to the Potty Royale.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yep.
But we might
Ashes,
actually, as it gets closer, we might actually do an episode just on the Podcast Royale. Talk about the lead up to that, and we might give some predictions. And
that's a good idea.
We're going down there with Jimmy Judge.
That's right up your alley too, because you're a boxer, so that's perfect.
But just stuff like that throughout the year, I think would be cool.
Yeah,
to sort of get going on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely, and it just gives us because we just ramble about nothing. Yeah, so it gives us a bit more of a.
And we don't talk about current things, I suppose.
Yeah, true. We never do. People try to capitalise on that. I think people try to capitalise on that for getting shit trending and that, get views and that. But we don't really give a fuck about that.
We don't care.
But yeah.
But if like we got something coming up like the Royale, we could talk about it, go to it, and then spin all the yarns of the antics we got up to while we were away, sort of thing, you know. Yeah. Ashes is another one we're probably going to go to.
Yeah. I'm spewing our team didn't get a team in, but we're going to. No, I think we every company was too slack for numbers for the nomination date. I think we missed out. I think a heap of us still going out there for the weekend anyway.
I might hit another team up then. Yeah, because I'm actually half keen to play.
Yeah. We'll be.
I don't know.
I'm going to keen to head out anyway. Yeah. Catch up with everyone.
Oh, if there's no team though, it'd probably be better because you could go out just for like one night.
Just go. Yeah, that's the plan. You know? Go out for one night, catch up with everyone. But I wouldn't mind just going like an actual game and watching or something too. You know, see how it goes.
All right, book us in.
Yeah.
We'll do an app on that too.
Do an app on that.
Well, that's coming up. That's only in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not long, bro. Fucking oath.
2 or 3 weeks.
The year's gone quick, eh? Wait, we got our there's a story I was just going to tell you before. We got our Christmas photos done the other day. You got your Christmas photos?
Yeah.
It's the first time me and the missus done it, and it's so she booked it in for the morning there in Castletown, and then we're waiting. The little couple, we were second in, couple in front of us, probably about the same age, similar age baby, got their photos taken, and then we're getting our photos taken. And then we just hear, while the photo's getting taken, we hear, stop him, stop.
Oh, real?
Stop him. People like a bit of commotion, and there's a fella running along, like an old scruffy looking fella, running along, and it's at the Castletown there. He went to cut out the exit where those escalators are, sort of near Best and Less or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then he sort of went to cut out, and then the couple, they were waiting in front of us. They're probably about the same age as us. They were waiting for their photos to get printed or whatever. The young fella, he fucking legend, bud, just pounced on him, shot him into the bin. Into the bin on the corner there.
True.
Yeah, just tackled him, bud. Crunched him. Yeah.
What, just held him down?
And then held him down, bud. You know, fucking
civilians arrest.
Civilians arrest. It was fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
And then apparently he, the old mate stole a heap of shit from the sunglasses place.
Oh, yeah.
Just bagged a heap of sunnies and ran off. And old mate busted his sunnies. Like while he's busted his own sunnies while he tackled them.
They gave him free ones.
Well, I think they
surely.
did. I think the lady's like, "Oh, we're gonna help you out. We'll help you out." So I'm like,
Fuck
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I just
That's
thought,
so good.
I just thought it was awesome, man. Like I fucking was like, "You fucking legend." Shook his hand, and like I just thought that's not many people would do that.
No.
Most people would wink it, just let him run past. Like, oh, I don't want to put, I don't want to deal with that. I could get in trouble if I did that.
I've seen.
I reckon you'd wing it.
I remember seeing the I'd do it with Andrew Simons.
He'd trample over you, bud. He'd
Andrew
Gordon Tallis
Simons
palm
would
your
just
way.
fucking level him. No, I remember seeing a video a while ago of same thing. It goes through. It looked. I don't know if it's set up. It looks half set up.
Oh,
but
most reels
the
are set
camera,
up these days.
how the camera's set up. But this lad's running like the same with the purse or whatever, like
the classic
Gammon scenario. And then this dude's standing there and he runs this side of him and he does like a big leg sweep thing. Have you seen that?
No.
He does like an old fucking. You could do it on Mortal Kombat. How they go low and like do the little leg sweep thing, and he just like trips him and fucking goes kind of.
No, but I have seen the one where old mate's delivering the pizza, and it's like comes from one of them Ring the doorbell cameras.
Yeah.
Old mate's about to deliver pizza, and then they can hear he's turned around. He can hear like a cop car chase, and then a dude like a fucking pursuit. Then a dude parks up a car up the road and is running past, and he has the pizza box in his hand, and he just puts his foot out and trips him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all caught on.
I
a
thought you were
little
going to say frisbees the feet.
ankle taps him. Ankle taps him with Hawaiian pizza. Shot lad. Oh,
I've never
Frisbee
seen
king.
anything like that.
Yeah, it's fucking.
That'd be
cool as.
mad though. Like he breaks his sunnies, but he's just saved Sunglass Hut 10 pairs of sunnies.
Fucking yeah.
Getting stolen, so give him one.
Oh, it was like a crunch too. Like it was a good little tackle. Yeah, I thought
What, a big lad or like just
just a little fucking wiry young fella. Same, just
technique lad?
just technique. Trevor Gilmeister, chop him in half.
Fuck yeah. How cool is
No, I
that?
just thought it was awesome. And like it's like old mate chasing
How
those.
far away were you?
About 20 meters. But the shit thing was right where the tackle happened. Half of it was one of them big pillars.
Oh yeah.
Was kind of in the way, right where it happened. So I kind of just seen the start of it, and then it kind of got in the way. I heard it mainly, and looked down. And, crunched, had him down right next to the bin. Yeah, it's fucking cool. Yeah. Like I think that shit's awesome, especially with the amount of crime and shit that's going on in Townsville.
Yeah, there probably is a lot of. Well, you see it. You see it in all sorts of videos. Or people fucking, they're quick to pull out their phone and try and video things or like
Before
people
responding, yeah,
fucking go and help the person.
100%. Yeah,
Fucking stand there looking.
Yep. 100%. That's one thing I want to do in the new year. Try and help a lot more people. I feel like when you have that mentality, more opportunities arise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to help.
How would you help?
Like just it sounds a bit tacky to say or whatever the fuck, but I just think that helping other people is like the best thing you can do. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the most fulfilling things you can do in your life. And I just think that if you help other people, I want to just help people in front of my son.
Yeah.
I want my son to see me
Set a
helping
good
people.
example.
Like for example, in just last week in Coles, this African Sheila had she had like a paper bag, but because she had wet stuff in there, the bottom split and fell out everywhere. And I was waiting for Shanice. She was doing something to Kmart or something. I had the pram and had one of them decent Coles cold bags. So I went over and helped her put it back in there, put the stuff back in. But I had my son in the pram and he was watching. And I just thought, fuck, I want to see my son like seeing me help other people.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's good for him.
Yeah.
Make him a better human. And I just want to attract a lot more of that sort of stuff into my life. Helping people. Yeah.
And I feel like there's plenty of ways to help.
It's clear, it's a bit tacky and sounds a bit gay. It's like not gay, but you know what I mean. Sounds a bit like, I'm deadly. I'm helping cunts.
Yeah. No, but if you're doing
You know what I mean, mate?
doing it,
like
for,
genuinely,
like,
not
doing it so that you can video look, follow me, video me while I go and pay for this.
I'm just selfie filming. I'm just selfie filming myself, packing shit. Yeah, but look at this.
Like if you're buying someone a feed or you're paying for their grocery or doing
Still
whatever,
things like that. Yeah.
Do it because you want to do it.
100%.
To help them, and you obviously get that.
Yeah. Well, it's a win-win. It's two positive things
from it as well, but. Don't do it because you want to film it or you want to tell some cunt about it.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to attract good juju into my life,
Yeah.
You know, and I want my young fella to see that so he can do that as well.
Yeah.
That's
good.
That's like just that role modeling, you know, because now that you see how much they look at you and notice you, it just makes you. So I'm a fucking big brother, but I've got cameras on me all the time. Can't even pick my nose here, lad.
Especially a son, he's really gonna look to you.
Yeah, exactly.
My missus probably wears as more pressure than me.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, you offload.
She's got way more pressure than me having a daughter, and she like just copies her. She copies her so much.
It's cool, but it's awesome.
But he's probably going to gravitate towards you more and try and copy what you do.
It just makes you want to try and be the best person that you are yourself, which I've got a lot of shit to work. We all do. We've got a lot of shit to work on. I do too, but like, I just want to, those kind of things, I really want to, make an impression, because, that's, I think, and that's going down in like a whole nother alley. Helping other people is one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
One of the best feelings you get.
Yep.
Is fucking.
It's from helping, it is from helping other
someone
people.
Just like I say, because you want to.
Yep. 100%.
I always had I don't know if I've said this on here before when we've spoken. I was going to say talking about when we've spoken about like quotes and stuff, but there was that teacher in school. I think I might have told this, but anyway, I'm telling it again because it's a fucking good quote.
Yeah.
And he used to say, a man's integrity is not based on what they did, but why they done it.
Yeah, true.
Because like I see a lot of
the
people
intent.
too.
It's intent.
So many people, they might do something, but they're filming it or they want to do it because they want to post on it, Facebook and say, look what I've done.
But
get an award.
The intent, you're right. The integrity comes from the intent and having good intentions. Yeah. But at the same time, I get what you're saying, that because I just noticed Mr. Beast is copping so much hate online. Mr. Beast, you know him?
Yeah.
He cops so much hate, which he does stuff for the views. But you know what? It's a win-win. Like he built 100 wells in Africa to get those views. Yeah. He's done amazing things. He's done better things than Elon Musk has with his money. He's he's changed lives for the better, and he cops a lot of hate online because of that opposite reason, which I get, but he's still doing good things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. On that scale, but for sure. I'm talking about little local cunts or like, people.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
People like us.
Yeah, true.
Don't do it because you want an award or you're trying to. Do it because you genuinely want to do it.
That is good. That's a good quote. I like the quote, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. That's from Jim Carrey.
The
man himself, Jim Carrey.
The yes man.
I love him, the yes man. But that's like, and me and my mate like used to always talk like, imagine if you got paid by the good things you did. This world would be 10 times better. Like the good things you did, for, like the karma, the good shit. But this just reminds me of a story. Have you ever had anything where you try to do something good for someone and it end up being like a bit awkward, a bit fucked? Because while you think about it, there's one time I was at shopping, Garbett, the IGA. It's a bit lower economic sort of class, hanging around there. There was one sort of half cracked out dude with a backpack, and I was like, he looked a bit lost, and I was like, hey, bud, you need to lift somewhere? He's like, oh, yeah, could you drop me over in Pimlico? I was just had nothing to do, and I was like, oh, actually, yeah, too easy, man. So he jumped into my Zook, and I was driving my Suzuki Sierra. Took him to this little fucking place. It was like a little servo in Palmerston.
Yeah.
Dropped him off near there. I don't know. He's probably going to get drugs or something. I don't know. But I didn't live too far from there. So I just did it
easier for
as a
him to get
good deal. Yeah, to score. And I dropped him off, but I looked under there and my phone and my wallet was there, but my phone wasn't there. Like, and had a little random glove box. And I was driving off. I was like, this motherfucker stole my phone. So I did a U-turn, pulled back up. I was like, oh, bud, you got my phone? Like, I sort of having a go at him.
No?
He's like, nah, man, I promise I didn't, nah. Are you sure? Turns out my phone fell behind down this little crack in the behind, like under the dash, which has never ever happened before. And I was half accusing this guy, but I felt so bad, eh?
Yeah, that would have been an awkward, like put your fuck.
I know, but it's a shame.
I promise, man. I didn't steal your phone, man.
But I got your lighter.
True, yeah, that would have been shit.
Yeah, I know. It was one of those things I was just like, I feel fucked now. Like kind of cringing a bit, I tried helping you, bud. Sorry.
Yeah.
That just negates what I did.
Yeah, did it make you feel a bit like, I wish I didn't do that?
Yeah, for fuck all.
Oh, man, I can't really think of like a time that backfired or made you feel
I just thought of that just right now. That's what I was just thinking.
Sometimes when you offer to help people and they just flat out say no, like that gets a bit awkward sometimes.
Me and my mate years ago, me and my mate Lukey, he's a fellow I talk about, like who we're always like, imagine if you did good things, blah, blah, blah. We were driving along one time in his old busted, in his Commodore, and we pulled out, we seen some dude walking along on the side of like Sturt Street or something with a backpack, and we used to just go on missions when we were younger and just do random shit, eh? And he pulled over, he's like, I want to see, this guy needs a hand. And we pulled over, he's like, hey, do you need a hand, mate? Well, we're like, hey, mate, do you want to lift? And he looked over this cunt and he's like, fuck off.
Oh, shit.
He was raging. He just had to probably split up with his missus. I don't know what was going on. He fucking, he was
how some people, they feel
and me and Lukey were like pretty chill. We're like, okay, righto.
Yeah.
Kept on
or
rolling.
like if people they feel a bit like what they might feel inferior if they're getting help. Like some people don't like to be helped.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Talking about lifts
Yep.
and stuff though, and sort of not awkward, but there's a bit, going on the same sort of storylines.
Yeah.
Not long ago, I was leaving work, and like how the airport's close. I seen this lad walking with like this big suitcase, so I did a U-turn, I got a U-turn because you can't, that Poxley
That's a
intersection.
bullshit intersection. Bro.
Worst intersection.
What the
It's
fuck is
everyone
wrong
wants
with
to
them?
turn out this way and in that way,
Dumb
and it's
cunt, eh?
illegal to do both.
Yeah.
So you have to go up,
I
you
know.
turn around.
It's fucking so
come
stupid.
this way.
They've butchered that.
So when I went up and come around, I wound my window down and said, "Hey lad, where you going? You want a lift?"
Yeah, good. Yeah.
But this was pretty shit now because I'm going this way.
Yep.
And he was going to like Hermit Park or somewhere like complete opposite
Completely.
direction.
Oh, yeah. So you asked him, and then he said, "Oh, no, fuck
and then
that."
I said, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm going the opposite direction."
What a teasing dog.
Yeah. Like that was a bit awkward.
He's probably sweating balls, just want a little bit of help.
So that was fucking bit awkward because I'm like, probably a little bit out of the way. I would have dropped him if it was one suburb over, not like that was 20 minutes away from where I was going.
Oh, that reminds me, man. This hilarious fucking mum, me and the missus. This is random morning. It was a Sunday morning too, eh? Like last year, a couple of years ago, we seen a dog just cruising along, like over near where we're in Currajong. Like, fuck, better grab it. So we fucking collected it, put it in the back seat. On the back of my missus I-30. It was like a little staffy or something. Like, we'll go drop it off at the vet. And then we seen a dude stumbling along, no shirt or nothing. I don't even know how it come about. I have to ask my missus. She'd probably tell the story a bit better. And then he was like, "Do you need help, mate?" I think he had no shoes, no shirt. He's like, "Oh, yeah. Could you drop me somewhere?" So he jumped in the car. We had some random cunt. And he's like, "Oh, I got locked up." He was just like a young white fella, like fucking.
So he had a random
same
dog
age.
and a random
random
person.
dog and a random car. It was Sunday morning. Turns out he's like, "Oh, I did some acid last night and I ended up getting locked up. I don't know what happened. I don't know where any of my stuff is." I'm like, "Where do you want to?" We dropped him somewhere here. We literally dropped him like a couple of streets next door. We dropped him in Mount Louisa here, bro. Yeah, it was random as. So we just drive along on the Sunday and me and the missus are laughing. Like we end up dropping him off here wherever he needed to go. And he was just like still out of it, probably still coming down. But you end up in lockout while tripping. Sounds like a horrible time. Yeah. And then we dropped the dog at the JCU thingo at the JCU vet. But the missus were laughing like, "What are we just collecting the rejects?"
All the lost cunts on the street, lost and found.
Oh, lost souls.
Well, we could fucking do that, eh? Do like a little lost and found, like just see all the people walking home from town.
Yeah, do a little pickup.
Wish I had that fucking night after rodeo where I walked like 6 kilometers.
Oh, fucking funny, eh? But it is like, I think it's good to do that shit, even though it ends up a bit fucked up.
Especially lifts.
Another one that's
lift
fucked
is
up.
easy.
We picked it. This wasn't that long ago. We picked up a lost kelpie, beautiful dog, over in Garbett. And I hopped in the back, and the dog. We were heading out something too. We had me and the missus and her mum and the mother-in-law, her mum, in the car, and we picked him up, put him in the back. I grabbed him and put him in the back with me, like in the passenger seat, and then I noticed he had shit on him. The dog like must have rolled another dog shit. Yeah, and I was like, I got it on my hands and that. And I was like, so I had a number on there. I ended up ringing the house and dropped it off. And he's like, "Oh, thank you so much." I was like, "Can I use your tap? You got some soap?" I got shit on my hands.
See,
trying to do a good deed.
Sometimes it's not good.
Yeah, at least I didn't get all my clothes, but it wasn't too good, eh?
Yeah, that's fucked up. What's been? Oh, well, that's a stupid question. I was going to say your overall highlight.
Yeah, easy done, eh? Little young fella. Yep, over highlight of my life. What about you, bro? What's your overall highlight?
Probably jumping in the ring again.
Yeah, nice.
Even though it was shit.
Even though it was only fucking 1 minute. Dust him. Yeah, yep.
But probably that.
Yeah, it would be. It's hats off to anyone who hops in the ring. It's such a big thing for your own, for your own confidence.
Yeah. No, that was pretty good for me.
Yep. Yep. Good on you. Yep.
What else we got here? What if? We'll go back to fucking. We're jumping. We said we're going to add a bit more structure and not go off on tangents, but it's a bit hard not to.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the potty. I just want to talk about some of our episodes and shit.
Yeah. Go for it.
So the 33 episodes we done, and just some of the guests, like shout out to the guests we had on.
Fuck yeah, we have met some legends, bro. That's one good thing I really like about this podcast. I met some cool people.
Yeah, because
that I wouldn't have met otherwise.
Wouldn't
have met them otherwise.
Like most of the time, it was just like there was a couple of lads that we both knew. Or
I got to meet like
you knew,
for me personally, meet like Kyle Felt. Man, I'm a massive Cowboys fan. You know, he's an absolute legend.
But yeah, Felty, when Felty come on, old Andy Platt, Jamin Lowe.
Cool fella. And Jamin's a legend.
Yeah.
He's cool as fuck. Yeah.
So I think that episode, do you have a favourite episode that we've done or couple that you really enjoyed?
For me, a couple, but like I said, I was a big Kyle Felt fan.
Yeah.
I always have been a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
And obviously the grand final and everything there. But yeah.
That one was good.
I like him. And like, I like even just Jimmy. Like I don't know. I like them all. I don't know.
Jimmy Judge, our first ever guest.
Yeah, maybe first guest.
He's fucking jumping on every podcast possible now.
Little body.
He's literally been on so many podcasts this year.
He's pumping them out. Good on him. Good on him. He's fucking good bloke.
Keen to see him at down in Gold Coast in a few months.
Yep.
But yeah, him. We had Jalen Tate on. We had bloody Livo, Ryan Livingston.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
If you go off the numbers on just Spotify, he's their most listened to.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. See, I don't know any of that stuff. That's awesome.
The guest one, he's our most listened to guest episode.
Yeah, Roger.
Just talking about
Yep.
bareback broncs and bull riding and partying and
cool yarns.
But yeah, it was awesome to talk to him. I really enjoyed Jamin Lowe's episode.
Yeah, same.
I think he's one of the best. Like, he can tell a story.
He's good at talking, 100%. He's really, really well articulated.
His fucking stories were unbelievable, and just his career, ups and downs, and
100%,
then finishing with a premiership and
Yep.
and stuff. Old Andy Platt.
Plus a really good bloke too. James is a good bloke.
Yeah, Jamin's legend. Andy Platt, he had some of the funniest stories, I think. Like, for me, standout stories, like if I'm talking, say, top 5 stories, he's probably got 2 or 3 of the best stories, I reckon. Like, some of the stories he told.
Yep.
But then, you know, getting Jimmy Lowe on, Lockie O'Shea, Jalen Tate.
Yeah, that Lockie O'Shea one was good. I wish I was here for that. That was a really good one, eh? Him talking about the disease that he's been facing.
No, he's
while training at the same time.
It's pretty
That's
crazy.
tough, bro. Yeah.
Like, and the tough fights he's been taking. It's pretty crazy what he's been doing.
Yep.
And he's a good lad.
Yep.
Getting bloody Tower of Power on. Getting Willow, Willow.
Willow, that rundown dog.
Luane. Like, just our mates. Like, we want to do
Willow
more.
the bird killer.
Yeah. Jog it, man.
Old jog it strap.
But yeah, getting our mates like Willow and Toby and Luane and that on as well.
We're keen to do that little section sort of off the bench, whatever. Yeah. Hoops come up with, like just to have some of our mates where we just sort of can on and just spin shit about nothing.
Have some beers and just sort of have conversations that.
Yeah. Just mean, which is what we do.
It's
just add another gun in the works.
But yeah, no, I will fucking get a few more of our mates on and maybe get some of them back on. Like, I'd be keen to get Willow on again while you're here.
Bud,
hopefully people are keen to hear him.
Yeah, yep.
He's got a million more stories. We'll get Luane back on and not
do it properly. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, that's just a bit of a overview, I suppose, of some of the guests we've had on.
Yeah.
Gemart, when Gemart come on as well.
Yeah, he was cool, man. Yep.
I suppose we've been lucky that we've had some good guests on. And, and in the future, I feel like we still have plenty of good guests that we have access to. We're just trying to figure out timings and schedules for us and them, I suppose, that work. So yeah, heading into the new year, a lot more guest episodes.
We got a little random, the blind rankings. I'll keep that. I reckon we keep that going.
Yeah, right.
I reckon this is something to come up with just this morning. I was like, fuck, I like that blind ranking. So,
you did the last one, so
so top 5 TV series. Okay, and I've only got 5. I only got 5.
Blind ranking,
yeah. So you might not have even seen some of these. So I'm just going to throw it in any order, and I'll go. The first one, Game of Thrones.
Is this do you want me to say best or what the listeners would think, or my favorites?
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple of episodes, so I'm going to say, I'm going to get hated for this. I'm going to say 4.
Yeah, okay, yep, fair enough.
Just because I haven't seen enough. I know it's highly popular.
I just Googled best TV series and I just picked 5 out of the top 10 that just came up straight away.
I know that's very popular, but I haven't seen enough of it.
Okay, so that's 4. Okay, and the next one's going to be Breaking Bad.
I'll say 2 only because you can't fill number 1 spot already, can you?
Yeah,
I'll say 2. It's probably number 1, but I'm going to say 2.
Okay, Dexter.
Oh, this is hard because Dexter's good, but it's sort of another show that I probably didn't quite watch enough of.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I've seen it all like twice.
Bit too creepy. I'm going to say 5.
Yeah, okay, yep. What's it down the bottom? What a dog act. Dude, fucking hell. No respect for that show. No, righto. Okay, next one. Next one, The Walking Dead.
Nah, 3.
Yeah, right. Well,
that should be 5. 3.
I know your favourite show, and I've done you.
Yes, I got it right.
Got lost at number 1. He's a little cheeks.
No, I'm happy with that. Lost 1, Breaking Bad 2.
I want to try and get you back and fuck it up.
Nah, you got to put some shit ones in there. You got to put some half shit ones in, or ones that are like.
Oh, did I even say the last one? The Walking Dead. I think I fucked it up.
No, you did. I did. Yeah, Walking Dead was 3.
The Walking Dead was the shit one I threw in there. I don't know. Some cunts love it, but I've never really watched it.
It's fucking hard doing them blind rankings though.
Oh, it is. Fuck it is. Well, I reckon that's a good little thing. Keep it going.
Yeah, we'll try to keep that little segment going.
Just a little quick fuck around.
Each week.
Yeah. Oh, well, another year done. 2024 down. It's crazy how like the older you get, the quicker the time goes. Or what? Just gets exponentially quicker. Just things just fucking speed up.
I think you're just more busy.
Probably, yeah. Yep, that's for sure.
Because as a kid, it's like, what are you doing? You're doing nothing as a kid, so time just seems to go slow because. But there's so many responsibilities and so fucking busy as an adult.
Fucking life gets in the way.
The years just fly by. But no, it's been a fun year, buddy, in life and in the podcast world.
In the podcast world, in life.
Real world and podcast world. We'll class them as 2 different things, eh?
Go on then.
But no, it's been a good little journey so
Thanks
far.
to anyone that actually is listening to this.
Yeah. No, we've got a couple. We actually, one quick yarn there. My brother texted me last week, I think, and he reckons, one lad at my work said, are you Hoops' brother? I listened to the podcast. I love it. Like,
fuck yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And then we figured out, I'm like, what's his name? And turns out neither of us know him.
Yeah, that's cool.
So probably our first
non-known fan.
That neither of us know, because it's probably still just a lot of people.
Just our mates. Yeah.
Who, we know or knows one or both of us or something.
Yeah. It's been a learning process, like, and you don't want to delve, but it's been. I've definitely learnt that some of the people you think would support you, actually haven't supported you, and some of the people you wouldn't expect to support you, fucking support you.
Yeah, it definitely has been a big eye opener in that sense too. But it is cool to hear that. Like, there's
that's
random
awesome.
people, or there's people that you sort of know.
Yep.
That are loving it and they're really supporting you. But no, it's been good, and we don't care how big it gets. We're just doing it because we enjoy it, and
something to do.
It is cool to hear a couple things like that though, and to see the numbers coming through on some of the episodes, and the engagement we've had a little bit.
Yeah.
So heading into the new year, we're just gonna keep it going and level up a little bit in some areas and stop swearing so much.
That's a big one. Yeah, swearing. Need to cut that back.
But no, we really appreciate everyone's support this year, and
thanks for listening.
And we'll
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Happy New Year. Don't get too silly. Don't do nothing Kev wouldn't do. There's probably not many on that list.
What the flip?
No,
what the fudge?
Stink that. Nah, shout out everybody, and
thanks for following and listening.
Happy and safe New Year's. See you in 2025.
That's it, man.
Peace out, casuals.
Peace.